You gonna dig?
I like being in China.
It's entirely a foreign world. It's a foreign country. It's another world. So
positive, more good than bad. More good than bad.
Safety, which was something I was concerned about and initially coming to China, not my personal safety in terms of violence or things like that, but how things are built, how things are done. We've had like a few things in our apartment fixed, and some guy or gal will come over and not have gloves and not have a helmet and not have what I would deem as like proper safety tools, and they will just start working and building and cutting and putting up buildings.
The uniqueness of what is China. China does its own thing in its own way, and I respect that. It doesn't do things like America, it doesn't do things like Europe. I mean, there is some kind of influence, but overall, China is China, right? People say, well, McDonald's and KFC and Walmart coming in changing the Chinese culture. I'm like, that kind of statement is disrespectful, because you're saying that a restaurant can come in and change a culture that has been building over 4,000 to 5,000 years. Yeah, I don't think so. It doesn't work that way. So for me, I like that, and I've always had a certain affinity for China and the Chinese, and I like the language. I like just the culture in general. And in China, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable here as I am anywhere else in the world.
You know, there are some things about the culture that, you know, I do appreciate.
In China, it's definitely something to learn about, think about, try to compare it to American culture and accept most things. There's some things that I don't think I'll ever accept, but there's some things where I'm pretty sure I can figure it out.
I like the fact that I can be immersed in a new culture and like learn about it, because I mean, all I knew about China was Mulan and the Beijing Olympics.
I don't know if it's like simplicity or just because it's long lasting and kind of like there's certain aspects of it that seem unbroken.
I like learning about it. I'm still learning to this day.
I love walking through the park on my way to work and seeing the ladies practicing their umbrella dances. I love coming home from work and hearing the music playing in different parts of the park. You know, they have some salsa music going on right here. They have some ballroom dance going on over there. You know, they have some house music vibes going on over there. And it's all age ranges are outside, you know, having a good time, being healthy, dancing, you know, and that's something that I would like to adopt.
But being able to talk about certain things with my Chinese friends and colleagues that I've become really close with, you know, things that in the West we hear in a certain way, but here it's a completely different opinion of things. I even go as far as to ask about, oh, so tell me your thoughts on Mao Zedong, you know, things that you're not supposed to ask people. If I have a close relationship with them and I know that they'll be comfortable enough to talk to me about it, they'll tell me. Things about the government that you shouldn't say, you know, talking about that, getting that experience firsthand, that's been cool. And
So I love those aspects. I love family. I love seeing them come together and eat together. I love seeing them, you know, take care of their children and yeah, I love the interactions that I've been exposed to so far with the Chinese culture and how they are with family. I can see family is a very big aspect for them. They take care of their grandparents. You know, I think they're very family oriented. Grandparents may even live with you.
The architecture, they have like a lot of beautiful buildings and
asking my scar and I know I gave it to you months ago.
So my kids are cool. Do you know what? One thing that gives me a lot of hope are those children. Like, there's a lot of children, sorry, I need to cough. A lot of these children that are just so adorable, and I think, like, if you just grow up the right way, you could help change this nation. Like, we as foreigners cannot do anything. There are foreigners that come here thinking they can change the minds of Chinese. No. That this cannot happen. But these young children that are getting educated by foreigners, like they're 5, 6 years old and they've had a black teacher like me, or you know, they've had all these different teachers. They're now opening themselves up to different people, different cultures, different ways, and they've been taught, hopefully, lessons of things they should and shouldn't do. And I hope that they walk the right way and start to guide their country into something that could be something hopeful, you know.
I observed a lot of the kids and I like their discipline. Like, they're very, very disciplined, and like school and just even like, you know, with them with their parents just walking, like I observe, and I just really, really like that they're disciplined.
Parks, which is where I am now. I like their parks. They're nice and they're good places to run and walk around and check out. So
I like the trees on the sidewalks. It's cool to be in a city and have a lot of trees.
6 minutes, and
You gonna dig?
Parts of party scene and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. I like that. You know, pricing's okay.
The nightlife is pretty good out here. There's a lot of good bars. There's a lot of good expat bars where you can sit and talk with people that look like you.
You gonna dig?
The experience, the knowledge of gain, being in different countries, what I've never discovered on my own.
For me, as much as I complain about how different it is and I can't find the things that I have at home, the fact that it is different is what I like. I like the fact that everything is completely different from home. The birds are different, the trees are different. I see plants that I don't see at home. Every time I leave my apartment, I'm going to experience something new. Granted, that could happen at home, but like I guess my eyes wouldn't be as open to them because I'm used to that environment. And like that's probably the one thing I'm going to miss the most about being here is just like the fact that every time I go somewhere, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Even going to a restaurant is a challenge. I don't speak Chinese, so I'm like, I hope they have a picture menu, and I don't really know what that picture is, but I'm gonna point at it and I'm gonna eat it because I'm hungry. So every day is something different, even if it's something mundane, like I don't know what I'm gonna have for breakfast.
I always have a story or something to say about China. Like, there isn't a day that goes by where it's like, shoot, like this is actually happening. Like, and I always like tell my parents, I'm like, so this happened today, and it's just like tomorrow I'll have a new story because like it's never old. So
I can't think of much more, sorry.